Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is Banano. He's fully in love with the curvy yellow fruit. Please don't show us your Banano. We're kicking things off with a shuffler special. We do have cards we can play out if we draw into just one more land. We'll give it a shot. Keep your hopes up. We'll grab an island here. That way we can at least use the consult if we can't find another land. We draw a third land, which saves us from having to make any desperate attempts to find lands. We'll drop in our desert and set ourselves up for our following turns. They go through their second turn without any plays. They might be loaded with removals or have a slow hand. We'll go with our Horn of Plenty this turn. We have a powerful set of cards starting at 5 mana, and when not under pressure, we always want to work towards being able to play those out. This time around, we'll go with our stock up. Our mana situation is not a concern anymore, and we've hit 5 mana with a second Cornucopia in hand. We'll take the talent here, and the second card is either another land or a stock up. Let's make sure we can keep digging. They hit our otter token with a removal. We knew their hand is loaded, but we're not counting on a single otter token. We've got bigger plans in mind. They play out a simulacrum, not the synthesizing kind, fortunately. This one gives them a land now and a draw when it dies. We'll double down on Horn of Plenty, then fire off our stock up. Out of these, I think we should take the sweeper in case they populate their board with men. Another land will be fine. That will get us to 8 mana, enough for everything in our deck. They play out a core. It's very likely they're on Demon Black, although they usually don't play the simulacrum. We draw a desert. We could play out our island and drop in our battleship, but I don't really want to kill off their simulacrum. It only gives them 1 card, but it's 1 card more than I want to give. Instead, we'll level up our talent and get back a stock up. We'll keep digging. Out of these, I like the Virtue and the Procession. A Procession can get us anything back from our grave. They're just so good. They go with an archive. That is a clear sign they are playing Ugin. We're going with the battleship this turn. We'll snipe their big mana artifact. Pay the mana and fat sack their archive to get a pair of cards. We knew they were going to do that anyways, right? We'll drop in our second talent. We're not out to block. We can keep taking the damage from their robot. We've got more than enough life gain from our Horn of Plenty. They play out an Ugin. We're without a removal for him, but we do have a battleship. They snipe one of our Cornucopias, but what they should have done was taken out our otter token.
My timeless wisdom guides your hand.
They keep their robot back to block, but blocking is something it won't be able to do. We draw our own Ugin, but we can't take theirs out with ours. And while we can't do that, we can pump our otter token. We can start off with the Virtue to get back our passage. Up next is a Procession. We'll get a stock up back, and we can use it right away to keep digging. That's another battleship right there. And the Planetarium is excellent at getting us extra cards on the cheap. And our otter has inflated himself to a beefy 4/4. We'll go with our remaining procession. We're set to keep getting our weaponry in play. But now that our token is all beefy like that, we can station up and unlock the other power of our battleship, which is that it turns into a big beater in the air. Their robot can only watch while we fly overhead and stomp out their Ugin. If you had one-shotting Ugin on your bingo card, you win. That's quite a shot to the face. Walk it off, bro. Also, we'll smell you later. Ugin was up all night to get lucky, but he got unlucky. They hit our battleship with the greatest of removals. We will lose both of our battleships, but we have more weaponry that they should be concerned about. They finally got scared of our otter and hit us with a betrayal. You mad, bro? We'll go with our Planetarium this turn. It's those extra plays we want, along with the fantastic scry. We'll follow up with our third talent. Black has problems taking out enchantments, and these talents are so critical for us once we hit the late game. They drop in another Ugin, and instead of taking out our otter token, they hit our remaining cornucopia.
Heed my counsel.
Mistakes have been made. They don't even know what to do with Ugin. Use the poops pants ability, bro. We know you like to use that one a lot. They go to the attack step, and we'll use the mana we floated before our Horn of Plenty was erased forever. On top, we have a land and Elspeth. We'll send the land on down. We've got plenty already.
My blade serves the people of this world.
They send their robot at Elspeth, but we're not going to block. Elspeth doesn't have an ultimate we need to worry about, and as long as she's on board, she will give us double the normal amount of tokens we generate. We'll fire off a stock up. Let's go grab some more ammo. That there is a get lost. We can snipe their Ugin with it. And I also like Viv here. Her ability to snipe opposing artifacts could end up being very useful. We'll go with our get lost right away. We're putting Ugin in the toilet and flushing until he's gone.
I must formulate a new plan.
Ready arms!
This mother trucker copies us with a planetarium of their own. The problem for them is that ours will do so much better than theirs. They follow up with a withering curse. That's nice. You can almost sense that they realize they're falling behind and need to do something before they fall too far behind. At the end of their turn, we'll activate our planetarium. That's a get lost on top and a land, but we'll ship the land. We're after a Doppel. We'll drop in Viv. Their planetarium is already toast, and they'll only get to use it once.
If you won't listen to nature, I'll speak on its behalf.
They send both of their cards on down. Down like their pants. Those were probably lands, or removals that only hit men, lol. They hit on a sweeper, and they can even collect evidence to take out a card from our grave. They'll also get to snipe other copies of it. I'm guessing the get lost, but they really should take the stock up.
Nature speaks, and I listen.
They must be all out of options. They activate their core. Decisions are hard. They're eyeballing their options. On top, we have a land and a Day of Judgment. It's our turn to hit them with a board wipe. That will shove their core in the grave. You didn't really need that anyways. Am I right, bro? We have the mana for our consult. Let's go get some more ammo. We are running low. That's a doppel, so easy, even a banana could do it. Looking through the rest of the cards, another consult looks fine. The time has finally come to drop in one of our virtues. We don't have a passage in the grave, but that's fine. We have enough mana to drop in our second virtue.
Those that survive are stronger for it. More heroes for
With the second one in play, every basic provides us with 9 mana. We'll use one of our floating mana to activate the Planetarium. Might as well. And on top we have a second Doppel and a Consult. We'll take the Doppel, that's our kill card. An X spell for free means the X value is 0, so there is no point in playing it out. We'll just let it sit on top for us to draw with Ugin. That's right, he's finally coming in to get the job done.
My timeless wisdom guides your hand. Focus, breathe, and learn.
What they need now is a way to destroy all our permanents. There's likely nothing they have in their entire deck that can save them. They make a spirit token. Their hopes and dreams are resting on this one single token. That's what they have. That's what they brought. They send their pumped-up token, they hit Viv, and take her out. They won a battle, but are going to lose the war.
I'm giving up.
And now for the game-winning Doppel. Each basic gives us 9 mana. We'll copy one of our virtues and all our deserts. A 10-point doppel on 4 deserts with Elspeth in play gives us 80 damage to the face. That's going to be GG's, extra desert cheese. They're sticking around, apparently. No, wait. They thought they were going to survive this assault, but when we hit lethal on triggers, they get the smell out of town. Run, bro, run. This is Doc Brainstorm. His head is full of thunder and lightning, but his pants are full of brown. We get a 3-lander with a good mix of our support cards. This will do. Keep your pants on. Before they can even take their turn, the opponent goes down to 19. You're already taking hits, bro. They play out a Tithing Blade to deal with our Otter token. An artifact removal coming from a Rakdos deck. What could that mean? We draw another Procession. A stock up would have been great, but luckily we do have a Consult. I do prefer to have more lands, but at the same time I'd rather not be stalled out. They play out a Krenko. It's the weaker version, so we're still fine. Plus we do have life gain to help keep our life total up. We draw a second talent. The choice here is to play it out and wait another turn before we fire off our Consult or prioritize our dig spell. Clearly, digging for more mana is the best option. We'll take the island and another Horn of Plenty. They go with a Lava Tongue. The Goblin team has arrived on the big show. Don't stink up the place, bro. They follow up with a Scallywag. This is a very ragtag bunch of men. They smash their own Tithing Blade, and that triggers the Lava Tongue to give us 3 options, all of which are rather bad. The least harmful one has to be the discard, since we can just get back anything we toss with a Procession. We draw a desert, which is fine. It adds to the number of lands for our Consult. They go with a Dronesmith. It looks like Goblin Team 6 needs human backup to get the job done. They send it? We're just going to take the hits. We've got at least another couple of turns before we meet our demise. For now, our pants are sturdy. Goblin Team 6 hasn't been in this position all that often. You can tell because they don't even know what to do. Get your act together, bro. We'll use a Procession to get back our Consult. We draw another land, and that gets us 6 cards deep when we fire off our Consult. I always like to grab more blue mana, but let's just make sure we have enough of each color to fire off anything we might get. There are 2 stock up here, so we'll take 1. And Elspeth looks good too, but so does the Planetarium. Let's go with our stock up and dig up even more cards. We're about to take a pretty big beating, so we need something to help even the odds. Out of these, I like the Consult and another land to help us dig a bit deeper. All we need to do now is survive their next attack. They send it, but that's only 11 damages. No, wait. They add Krenko, and that does take them up to lethality. We'll block up to save our life. All right, Consult. The game is riding on you. That's a Day of Judgment. That's an easy grab. And a second Horn of Plenty is good too. They likely get mad every time we gain life. It's time to clear this board. We'll smell you girls later. They drop in another pair of men, but we can procession our sweeper back to our hand for another round of clearing this board. We draw a battleship, and it's time we start to cripple them. We can take out both of their men and on of their lands. It's practically GG's. All we need now is a Doppel, and this game is over. They drop in an Alesha, but they're running out of ammo and time. We can gain more life than what they can do to us in damages. This procession gets us back to double digits. Chances are good they won't get us down to single digits the rest of this game. Let's get this Planetarium down. It could easily help us find cards we need while providing a stream of cards that can help prop up our life total. Your go, my bro. They hit us for 3, but we're about to gain that back. It's a tough life, being a Rakdos Goblin Team 6 player. That's a talent and a virtue on top. We'll put the virtue up first. The mana boost from that is always welcome. That's all we need. They poop it and scoop it. That's GG's, extra Planetarium cheese. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.